What's up, guys? My name is Play. Welcome to another episode of Winnipeg Jets Be series. We are in a pretty weird spot, and this is where we left off in the previous episode. I think we're exactly at the trade deadline. This is the day of the deadline, and we basically are in a playoff spot. We are tied with, I think it was LA. I will show it to you really quickly. We need to go to the team stats. Western Conference, we have one game less than LA Kings, and we have 2 points less. So 1 win, and we are tied with LA. So we can really reach the spot. And what I asked you guys in the end of the last episode is what we should do. And I think we all kind of agree that even if we have a shot at playoffs this year, it should not really compromise our rebuilding. Because, it's not really worth it. We have a lot of prospects, and trading away those prospects for some players that can help us right now, it's not really a good plan. Because, a lot of parts of our roster are not really, settled yet. We don't even know who our goalie is. So Gibson is 89 overall, but for some reason he is performing worse than Vokun, who we signed on a 1-year deal to be our experienced backup. So it's crazy. It's too early for us to take a gamble into the, committing to the postseason. I'm showing you the growth. Gaudreau, I don't know, is he growing? He's growing really slowly, but he should be fine. I think that, it's all natural growth. He's becoming even faster, 91. What a fast kid he is. Okay, he's improving physically. He's having a great season, and I have high expectations of him. And let's look what's happening in the minors. A lot of people grow there too, so it's fine. But what I really wanted to look at is how balanced our roster is, and I think we need to go to the roster moves for that. Let's go to the proposed trade. This is the best way to look at the players for some crazy reason. And we can look at the centers, for example, and we can sort them by overall. And we can see that we have all those guys. You see, Barbashev and Fabry will be top 6. We have Olsen. Olsen is not really a prospect. We have Roy, who's also pretty good, like third-line center. We also have Fabry, who is still in the minors. We have McDavid, so a lot of centers. And what I'm worried about, and the Penguins fan 2987, he suggested that we should look at it, and I totally agree that maybe we don't really have enough prospects on the defense. Maybe our prospect pool is not deep enough. Let's look at that. Who's in the minors for us? Basically nobody. You see, this is really the case. We have pretty young defensive core. We have Bogosian, who is only 25. We have Trouba, Belio, we got Kitchton. We decided to play him in the AHL this year, but he is kind of getting there. LRB, Postma is not a prospect. He turned 27, by the way, so he will be 80 overall. And, I would not mind trading him away. We gave him the shot. I would love to trade him away and get Kitchton instead of it. I mean, get him on the roster. So, Postma is a trading asset because, he is not good enough. Also, Morrissey, and we have two. Morrissey is actually two-way defender. Who's our defenders of the future? Belio, two-way defender. Bogosian. Trouba, two-way defender. I was under the impression that we have too many offensive defensemen, but Kitchen is offensive defenseman, and basically that's it. All the other guys, they are two-way, so maybe we can try and get another great defensive prospect. Okay, if we would like to trade away centers, who we should really trade away? I don't know. Those two guys, Roy, they all are playmakers. So, and they all are pretty small, I think. Yeah, 5'10". Yeah, this guy is a little bigger. Who's the best defensive player? Two-star defense, and Roy is... Yeah, his defensive stats are a little bit better. So, when you think about it, yeah, one of them definitely can go. The only question is who we should really trade away. I don't know, for some reason I think that well, I want to see what he will turn into. Maybe Roy. Yeah, Roy, maybe he will be a trading asset. Okay, so I think there were two teams mentioned when we looked at it. There is LA, and they have this amazing defenseman, McKeown. We know him from... And they want to give him away. This is the craziest part. He is two-way? No, he's offensive defenseman, so I wouldn't mind getting him. I think he's a great prospect to have, and they want to give him away for some reason. And another team mentioned, I think it was Washington, they had also a great prospect. I don't know why the hell LA want to give him up. Probably they have their defensive core already settled. Harmsworth, two-way defender. Yeah, this is another amazing guy. And I like him even better. He got top 4 high potential, and McKeown... Oh, I'm sorry, I should have memorized it, but I totally forgot. And McKeown is medium, top 6 defenseman potential. So you can see that this Washington kid is much better. I don't even want to look at anybody else. I wouldn't try to get him, but they want to give him up. So I really want to get him. I don't know why they want to give him up, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's try and get him. His training value is high. So they want Postma, so I will give them Postma. We have a player to replace Postma right now. Whoa, yeah. And probably we need to give up one of those centers. And who do they want? They don't want any of those centers. But on the other hand, no, you know what? If we will give up anybody of those guys, it will be too much. So, there's no point in giving them Roy because it will not be enough. So maybe if they want Fabry, it would be nice. And this is kind of similar. So maybe we can really just add something to it. Yeah, I think this is a good deal. And this deal is actually pretty realistic because we give up kind of established player. Goalie prospects, don't we have too much? No, we have enough of those. Gibson, only 22. That's crazy. We could give up, I don't know, Hutchinson, but... no, you know what? I want to hold on to Hutchinson. No defenseman. Really nobody to give up. We kind of need all of those guys. Centers. Maybe some player like Slater. Well, we play him on the NHL. Or maybe this DeLeo. Perot, I want to hold on to. How many years Perot has left? No, you know what? I don't want to compromise our NHL roster at this point. I think that, yeah, it will hurt our chances. I wouldn't mind giving them some draft pick, like weird low draft pick, like 6th and 7th, for example, for this year. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't really want it, but why not? Yeah, we'll give it. It looks pretty similar. I don't know if it will come through, but I would take it. Okay, not sufficient at all. Okay, I will let something else. No, fourth I want to hold on to. Fifth for next year. Those low draft picks, yeah, I think that there's no point in keeping them. A bit low. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Okay, so maybe instead of seventh, maybe there is something we can give up. Okay. Oh, you see, they want this Thurburn, and I don't see why somebody would want him, so maybe it will be perfect. And yeah, they have roster spots. They have a lot of those, actually. So yeah, they want this guy, and this probably will go through, and this will be a nice idea to dump its salary. Thurburn salary, I mean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's a done deal. And this Hemsworth, he's prospect, he's in his 60s, but I think that he might be something good. And yeah, we added a little bit of a depth to our prospect pool. Prospect for prospect. And by the way, we got really good prospects, so yeah, it's totally worth it. I'm really happy with this trade. Okay, this video, I think we will go up until the end of the regular season. I think we have Gibson in the net, and yeah, I don't want to check it, but I think he can handle those 2 games, and then we will go from there. We will see how good he performs. Oh, this is trading deadline. In the next pause, I will show you guys the trades. I'm really curious to see how good. Okay, yeah, Gibson, he got us the win. He allowed 3, but yeah, it's still fine. Okay, another win. So yeah, we are on a roll, and we are probably at the playoff spot right now. Okay, so okay, I think Gibson can handle 2 more games. I want to just, roll with the goalie that brings us points. That's the only thing I care about. I don't think that it's about growth, like I said in the previous video. So Chicago, whoa, what a record Chicago has. And we shut them down. Yeah, how can I put Gibson away? Yeah, probably Gibson will get started against Nashville. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's stop simulation for a second. Yeah, we're still 5th in the division, but I think we hold this wildcard spot because our division is a little bit tougher than the other one. Let's check it out. So yeah, we're 7th, and yeah, we are at the good spot. Yeah. So, what I wanted to do, yeah, I think Nashville is a big game. So I'm just thinking, Nashville, Minnesota, yeah, both those games are big. And you know what? Let's give Gibson another start. Probably I will rest him in the Minnesota game. Yeah, we have a lot of games against our competition, against tough Western Conference teams. Okay, another win. Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, I want to rest Gibson for 1 game, and 1 game only. It's really hard to keep an eye on the draft. I assume this lack of attention to draft will come and bite me in the ass during the draft. I'm really excited about the draft. It will come, I think, next episode. Yeah. Those of you guys who really tried it, you say it's amazing, and I don't have any reasons to disbelieve you. So, I can't wait. Okay. It would have been fun to see that it was Vokun all this time. But no, it was Gibson. Unless Vokun will get shut out or something. No, you know what? No. This is 1 game affair for Vokun. We need to give Gibson a shot. He has an amazing winning streak by himself. Yeah, you see? Yeah. We lost to Minnesota. Gibson got this rest, and now we need to put him back. His winning streak is still going on. Our team winning streak stopped, but his personal one is still alive. It's not really taking that much time. It's a little bit annoying that you have to go through all the menus every time you want to change to switch your goalie, but what you gonna do? Yeah, Oilers is our direct competition, and Chicago is probably division leader. So yeah, let's move on. I think Gibson can handle it. Tough calendar actually, so okay, Oilers. Nice. You see, Gibson gives us fighting chance every single game. This is amazing. Chicago, no. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, I want to put Gibson against the Nashville, and then maybe rest him against Florida. I don't know if it matters. Let me guys know if those of you who make those simulation styles GM modes on your own, does it really matter if you have goalie rotation set to off? Is it really affects simulation, the fact that you abuse one of your goalies for many games? Do they get fatigued, or it's really not important? Because, well, I don't know. Maybe we need to experiment with that, but I kind of don't. I don't want. It's not fun, to abuse some of the game's weaknesses. So our goal is kind of keep it as realistic as possible. We don't really want to test the limitations of the game. We want to make it fun. Yeah, Vokun is not on a roll, and it looks like Gibson won his starting job. Won it back would be correct thing to say, because he started season as our goalie. But Vokun, yeah, he had a good run. I don't know if he's dropping. I don't want to check it, but maybe he is a little bit, dropping. Okay, we're still 5th in our division. This is crazy. We're definitely a playoff team, but okay, yeah. 3 games for Gibson no matter what. Okay, I don't know how many games in April we have. Maybe, like those 2 I can see against Oilers in Minnesota. But I don't know how many games after that. Oh, okay, yeah, Gibson lost to Capitals. Yeah, but there is a lot of times to recover, to practice, to do all that stuff. So he should be, he should be good against New Jersey. Why? What was that? I hate when game does that. When it sims it, okay, yeah, 2-1. Amazing performance looks like defensively. Okay, another one. I just realized that I've been really stupid. I haven't checked our lineups. We traded away our defenseman, and I haven't looked. Who was? Oh yeah, Ellerby. Oh yeah, you know what? If I paid attention, I would have put this other guy in there, but, well, we are really on a roll. So maybe this defensive defenseman on the top 6 is really helping us out instead of Postman. Maybe this is one of the reasons why we're doing so good. So I will not be messing up with that. And, well, Kitchton, I think his name, this defenseman that supposedly, should have had this job. Well, he will have to wait for another shot. For this year, this looks fine, and it looks like we're actually a playoff team. Okay, so yeah, we actually have a lot of games in front of us here. Minnesota. You know what? Game against Edmonton is kind of more important than game against Minnesota. This is crazy logic, I know, but yeah, Oilers, they are our direct competition, and we need to win against them. We can lose to Minnesota, but against Oilers, we need to win, and we have much better shot. So we should really put, you see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Great job. Okay, yeah, we're getting close. Look at this division. This is really tough. I will just show it to you. I hate that it's taking a little more time than before, but look at that. We're 6th, and yeah, San Jose. Yeah, we're 6 points. Yeah, bad losing streak will cost us this playoff spot, so we're not really settled in there. But yeah, we have a great shot at playoff spot, and I would love to get into the playoffs because, well, I want to test this new simulation method, which is to be honest just watching it two CPUs playing against each other, but I think it's a lot of fun. You know what? I think it brings freshness. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this freshness is in this GM mode. It's like it kind of helps your imagination. I don't know. I really love doing that. Okay, against Minnesota, yeah, Vokun, he gets spot start here and there, but oh man, he lost like 3 or 4 of his last starts. This is just not good. But, well, the main goal is to give our starter a rest, and, well, it works. We get enough wins, using Gibson, so it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, we're still 5th, and Colorado, tough. We can be higher than them. And we have 2 games against them. Okay, let's go against Colorado. I will start Gibson up until the end, unless he will get he gets a really bad start, like allows 5 or 6 or something. So, okay, we lost in the overtime. Well, it's not too good, but it's not too bad. We got 1 point. We need every point we can get. Chicago, okay, yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, win against Chicago. Crazy. So, yeah. Gibson can... Let's look at the table. Yeah, I'm getting, better amongst, all those men. Yeah, look at that, we clinched. So LA King, yeah, looks like Nashville Predators. Yeah, they lost all their. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, great job. We clinched playoffs, and we just need to. Yeah, let's play against Colorado. This is a big game. You know what? Yeah, we will let Gibson finish the year. He probably will have a couple of days to rest anyway, so I'm too lazy to go and switch to Vokun before the last game. Yeah, it's too much, Yeah, it's a big win. We are probably in front of Colorado, and it can affect our seedings, greatly. And win against Nashville would not be too bad. Yeah, we won this one too. And yeah, I think we're still 5th in the division. God damn, we cannot get in front of Colorado. I don't know why. Yeah, regular season have ended. Yeah, we're still 5th. Let's look at the seedings. So yeah, Oilers and Kings, they are virtually tied for the last spot. So looks like we will be facing the Blues. And this is really close. Look at that. So we are really just 3 points away from the Blues. Why Colorado is in front of us? Oh, they have 1 extra point. This 1 extra overtime loss. We have the similar record, but they managed to get 1 loss in overtime, and we lost this virtual game in regulation. So yeah, let's advance the day. Maybe we need to advance another day. Okay, Okay, yeah, when we will be facing Chicago. So it was not the St. Louis Blues, and this is much much worse news because I don't want to be facing Chicago. How many games is that? Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. It looks like 10 games, when you look at all this calendar. Okay, so this is a little bit scary, but yeah, what you gonna do? I don't know why. Probably. Oh yeah, I forgot. Uh, we got seeded inside the division. So yeah, we'll be facing Chicago, and then anybody who will win in the pairing of Minnesota and St. Louis. San Jose and Edmonton won this race, and they left LA Kings out of the playoffs. Anaheim, Colorado. Yeah, I like those playoffs. Oilers, I don't know, and Jets. Yeah, those two teams are not really realistic. But this is what, it's 2 years in advance, so this is, maybe things will change for those teams in real life. Okay, Ottawa and Florida. Probably Aaron Ekblad is really tearing it up. Toronto against Boston, Philly and Tampa Bay, Rangers and Pittsburgh. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the playoffs. And now let's look at the team stats first. I want to see all those offensive categories. So goals for per game. Yeah, looks like we're really bad. No, looks like we're just in the middle. Yeah. 2.89. Yeah, that works for me. Goals against per game. Yeah, we're not so bad. We're like in top 10. That's wonderful. Power play, yeah, it's improving throughout the year, but it's still not perfect. And penalty kill improved a lot, and I think it's really good one. Yeah. We are 5th, so it's amazing. Home record, away record, pretty much the same. Yeah, we had a really strong season finish, so this is amazing actually. Now let's look at the player stats. Okay, so no point per game players for us, but we still have nice performances. Look at that. Kane, 35 goals, 68 points. This is nice stats. Gaudreau, yeah, it's really a surprise, but 27 goals on the second line, 60 points for the rookie second liner basically. This is amazing, and I think he grew from 81 to 82. Shifley, Little with the nice, look at those assist numbers. Toffoli with 19 goals. Well, I probably would have guessed that he will get a little bit more than that, but, well, yeah, it's still fine. Frolik, Saraguchi, yeah, they are kind of placeholders on the second line. One on the power play, another one on the 5-on-5, but, yeah, they kind of do their job decently. Ward, nice depth goal scoring. Perot, Matthias, Grigorenko, 15 goals, not so bad actually. Not a lot of assists, but it's a good sign. It looks like he can kind of, make goals even without, partners' help. So it's a nice perk, I would say. Okay, defensively, Enstrom, 48 points, solid. Franson, he proves to be a nice signing. Bogosian, minus 19. Yeah, this top two of ours, Enstrom and Bogosian, is not really, cutting it. Trouba and Franson, they're a little bit better. Bellio, plus 8. Our best defender in the defensive way. And Ellerby is, he was a nice replacement. We started winning with him back there, so I have no questions to him. And this is the goalie stats. Let's look at that. Yeah, Gibson, I think he improved. I don't remember what it was before, but 2.58 is respectable. Vokun, he got a lot of starts in the earlier part of the year, and he has positive record, but yeah, he's performing worse. And Gibson took over in the last part of the year, and it was our best stretch. And Yeah, he will be our playoff starter without any question. Oh, we can see draft position. Yeah, this is really important stuff. Oh, Vakun got 5 assists. Shoutouts. Yeah, 3 shoutouts for Gibson. So yeah, this is nice. Okay. I hate when you press sort, it sorts kind of ascending first, so you see the zeros. This is just crazy. Whoa, look at that. This is something that was never happening in NHL 14. Yeah, this is really, a real life type of stats. So 116 points. This is totally believable for Stamkos. 56 goals, 60 assists. He can do that in real life in a good year. So it's nice to see that it kind of gets like that in simulation. Tavares, yeah, great job. 107 points. Parise, Malkin, Crosby, yeah, all those guys are up there. I don't see Ovechkin, but he probably has a lot of goals, but not too many assists. So he's probably around 80 points somewhere. Yeah, McKinnon looks like he's growing. McKinnon has a franchise potential in this game. Yeah, Ovechkin is... Oh, he just has 69 points. 56, 49. Vanek with a nice amounts of points. Yeah, and let's look at the defenseman. We don't really have any defenseman with a lot of points, but maybe Edstrom is somewhere up there. Look at that. He has 0, and then you have to press again. Yeah. Not even close. Oh, look at that. We traded him away to Anaheim. But, yeah, you know what? Gibson is really worth it, so it's fine by me. I have a feeling that I'm forgetting something, but maybe... Yeah, remind me if I were supposed to show something else before we'll start playoffs. But, I guess we will end it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you are excited for this playoff run and our playoff simulation that we will be doing. Leave a like if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you still haven't. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.